Hello?
Hey Kyle, just wondering where you're at. The show's about to start, like 5 minutes ago.
Cool. I'll leave in 10.
Oh, they're flashing the...
Show, Kyle Mantegna! Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. I'm Kyle Mantegna. This is The 8-Bit Show. We are here coming to you live from Otherworld Theater. You might look around this set. You might notice it's looking kind of post-apocalyptic-y. That's because every month they're going to be changing the set around, and it looks like this month I think we're doing like an adaptation of maybe John Goodman's Basement from 10 Cloverfield Lane. We got everything but the kitchen sink. Nope, there it is, right over there. And not only that, we got good buddy and friend. We got Andrew Newton right over here. Thank you, sir. How's it going?
I'm going great. I'm very excited.
Did you see my fake out entrance there?
I lived it.
Yeah, I went and knocked on the door. It was locked, and apparently I wasn't supposed to go yet.
Yeah.
I literally ran.
We got it.
Yeah, we got the idea.
We figured it out.
But we're not alone, are we? We're not alone. We got the perfect fusion of man and machine. We got Boy Meets Robot over here. All right, guys, get your D20s ready. Roll initiative. This is The 8-Bit Show. Thank you so much. All right, we are in World 1-1 right here. So let's get this started, all right? Since this is the very first episode of The 8-Bit Show, let's start how every great sci-fi and fantasy epic starts, and that's with a recap. This is a segment we call Previously On. Great, awesome. Marvel announced that Black Widow will be getting her own standalone film. Yeah, her own standalone film. They're calling it Black Widow, Just the Funeral. Yeah, bound to be cheerful. NBC has announced that The Good Place will end after this season, and fans are already trying to figure out how it will end. My prediction? They were dead the whole time. Wizards Unite. Wizards Unite, the answer to, it's the Harry Potter answer to Pokemon Go, came out last month. And in unrelated news, my ma kicked me off the family data plan. So, you know, if anyone has a phone, it'd be great. The writers of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles have introduced a new female Ninja Turtle to the IDW comics. But they've been struggling to find a name that matches, since there aren't any female Renaissance painters from that period. So they landed on calling her Georgia O'Keeffe. Netflix released the first trailer for its adaptation of The Witcher, showing the first footage of Geralt and his horse Roach. But there was no sign of Geralt's other pets, like his dog Dung Beetle, or his cat Tarantula Centipede, or his parrot Cat. That guy's weird. Hulu is making a modern retelling of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. When asked how many episodes there would be in a series, they said 42. Marvel announced the name of the second Doctor Strange film will be Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. Yeah, which might sound kind of crazy, but it's nothing on the third film, Doctor Strange Into the Multiverse of the Spider-Verse of the Galaxy's Crimes of Grindelwald, Electric Boogaloo, a Spike Lee joint. All right, you guys, so we got this platform here, right? And it's like, you know, I figure this is a time where I can get some emotions off my chest. I don't like shitting on stuff, you know? I don't want to shit on stuff, but sometimes you watch something, you know, something you love, lets you down, right? You know, it lowers you just want it to be better, right? Okay, so like for example, right? There was with Game of Thrones, right? Look, I was on board for most of the last season, and then, you know, it was going all right, and then they did that whole thing with Danny. It kind of twisted it around, and I just kind of felt like it wasn't the show I started with, you know? I mean, it just felt like...
Actually, if you were paying any attention at all, you would see that Daenerys' turn was dropped in the first scene of the pilot episode when she slipped away into a secret corridor to scribble some notes into a book titled How to Lose Friends and Burn People.
What? I don't know if that... What are you? Are you some sort of troll or something?
No! My name is Curtis, and I work with sick cats.
Sick cats? Is that like a veterinary thing?
Loosely!
Great. Look, whatever you're saying about Danny, I don't think it really happened quite that way. Okay, fine. Forget the whole Game of Thrones thing. Look, I didn't want to... Okay, a lot of people had a problem with Solo. I mean, like, you can agree with that, right? Solo was kind of just... It was a bit of a letdown.
Are you kidding me? Actually, if you pay any attention, you would know that all learning Star Wars fans actually consider Solo to be the best installment since Attack of the Clones. Did you know that on Attack of the Clones, on the day that they were filming the scene where Yoda fights Count Dooku, Yoda actually had a fever that day, but he wanted to do the fight scene anyway. He's a real trooper. And actually, did you know that Hayden Christensen, he doesn't act anymore because he runs a vape shop in Willard, Missouri? And he's actually gone on record saying that running a vape shop is way cooler than having sex or acting, so...
Okay, Attack of the Clones, I mean, look, I feel like 95% of that can't be true. Look, I mean, you can't just come in here and say all this, you know?
What do you think, Empire was the best Star Wars installment? Empire? You know, the
Sure.
snow on Hoth wasn't even cold. And the clouds in Cloud City, those weren't clouds. George Lucas was on his way to the set that day, and he stopped and he got his couch and he ripped a hole in it. And he started pulling out the stuffing out of the couch and he said, I'll make the clouds myself, I don't care. Then he gets to the set that day and they're like, George, we could have just put a special effect. And he said, well, I already fucked my couch.
I didn't know that, but you know, I mean, like, that can't all be true. I mean, like, James Earl Jones wasn't like inside the suit, right? I mean, like...
Oh, your issue is with James Earl Jones? Very fun. Did you know that James Earl Jones is actually my biological father? Yeah,
No.
That's right. So I think I would know my daddy's body, and it was his body inside of that Darth Vader suit. Okay. Fun fact, he was in all of the other ones as only the voice, but in that one, he got to be in the suit. But in the other ones, it was some tall, dumb basketball guy in the suit. Stupid prick.
A basketball?
Asshole.
A basketball guy?
Jackass.
A basketball player was in the
Can't
suit.
fit in a twin bed.
All right, listen. You can't just come in here and say all this stuff. I mean, we're doing a show. We're right in the middle of something. Can't you
I'm
just...
so sorry, Shaggy, who got lupus. I didn't realize that I was ruining your little show.
All right, well, that's just too far, all right? Can you just please, like, leave or something? I don't know, just take a seat.
Oh, you want me to leave? Okay, that's fine. I don't want to be a part of this little shit show anyway. I'm perfectly happy going back home and taking a little lie down at the Holiday Inn by the airport. That's right, I'm staying at the Holiday Inn by the airport because my Craigslist roommate passed away in our apartment last week, and I'm not allowed back in for 3 more days. So I'm gonna go back to the airport and I'm gonna enjoy my time. I don't care about this, I don't care about you people, and I certainly don't care about you. You look like if Conan O'Brien and a skeleton from a Halloween store had a love child.
Yeah, that adds up. Look, just... Why are you being so mean?
My family eats Kentucky Fried Chicken for Christmas.
All right. Well, look, you guys, I'm sorry about the troll. It's just...
My name is Curtis!
Sheesh. We'll be right back.
It's summer in Chicago. The light begins to return to the Midwest, sweeping away 12 hours of darkness. Our focus today, however, goes a bit further. A red-headed male observed in his natural habitat. Miles outside of Chicago, this pale-skinned boy was born breech, with no use of drugs on the mother's part. He begins his day like many of his peers do, with a hearty breakfast to get his blood moving. What's this? Not even 2 fingers worth of orange juice? Looks like our friendly subject did not count on such a start to his day. Whatever shall he do? Ah, yes, off to the store it is. With money in hand, Kyle is sure to secure his much-needed daily citrus satisfaction. For the red-headed male, the sun poses great risk to its sensitive skin. However, this challenge is nothing he hasn't seen before. Ah, yes. Our freckled friend will abandon the cement and opt for a more shady route in the grass. But even the best laid plans have their trials. The sun is hot overhead. The juncture could be the difference between a happy morning and an empty stomach. Can he wait it out? He now tries to get some relief in the shade of the traffic pole. No luck. He reaches for his phone to check the time. How long can this take? He has made it. Victory is his. And to the victor goes the spoils. But what will he choose? Pulp? No pulp? Some pulp? Ah, some pulp. The happy man's medium. After such a harrowing start to the day, our ginger subject rewards himself with an even heartier breakfast, complete with orange juice. Yes, for him, the journey was well worth it.
We here at the L8-Bit Show are desperate for friends. Isn't that right, Noonan? Which is why every show we book some of the most exciting names in nerdom, and tonight is no different. We have, I want to say, the most exciting guests we've had in the history of the show. I feel pretty confident in saying that. Let's bring out 2 excellent cosplayers and mental health advocates, Court Carmody and Massey. I will shake your hand. Look at that. Thank you so much. Thanks, you guys. Thank you so much, you guys. Thank you so much for coming out. You know, we saw your guys' stuff, we saw your cosplay, and we wanted to get you guys on. A big part of what you guys do is not just cosplaying, but you guys also focus on positivity. You're positivity advocates, yes? Yeah. Can you tell me, let's go back even further than that, though. What got you started in cosplay? Can we hear about that?
If you count character performing, I've been cosplaying since 2013, that sounds right. I was a Disney princess, not a real one, a fake one, like the knockoff kind.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I was like
Disney World ones.
Yeah, like not a Disney World one, but like the Dollar General kind.
Wait, you mean you would go to like somewhere and dress up as this, but it wasn't actually them?
Yeah, but like,
so
but
can
like
you give
it
me
was
an example?
copyrighted, yeah.
What's an example of that?
Isn't that what
Like
cosplay is?
I couldn't be. Yes. Yeah, that's just what cosplay is. So like I couldn't be Cinderella. I was like the barefoot princess or something.
Gotta love that barefoot princess. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I actually did lose a shoe in a parade once.
Really?
Yeah, because I'm authentic.
Did you find someone and then instantly fall in love?
No.
That's too bad.
What do you mean? You met me.
I met her.
Was she wearing 2 shoes?
Yes.
Okay, so
I'm
tell
your
me
wife.
about your life. How did you get started? Did you get into cosplaying?
I actually haven't been cosplaying like nearly as long as Court. I've only been doing it for about like 3-4 years maybe.
Well, you've been crushing it.
And, oh, thank you.
Let's see. I got
She's
some
really
stuff
good at
here.
compliments.
Look at this. This is you here, right? Can you tell me a little bit about that guy?
You're so pretty.
That's She-Ra.
Yeah.
Season 3 just came out yesterday, and I'm
Nice.
still not okay.
Is it on Netflix?
It is
Yeah.
on Netflix, and we binged it all before coming here.
Did you for
Twice.
real?
Yes.
Twice? What is wrong with that's awesome. I love that. Okay, so tell me about this costume, putting it together. What was this like?
God, I think I put it together in like about a month, and I
Mm-hmm.
was so incredibly nervous. It was like the first costume I completely made from scratch, like head to toe, everything. And I was like debuting it for the first time at this con, and on top of that, I was playing She-Ra in a panel.
Really?
So it was just like everything on top of each other. But it was so much fun. I think she's like my favorite cosplay
Yeah.
now to do.
Yeah,
But yeah.
that's great. Well, Court, you're not going to get left out too. I also got one that I picked from your press kit there. What's this guy here? Can you tell me about this?
Perfuma. That's also from She-Ra.
Yeah.
Because all we do is She-Ra, apparently. we do a lot. You just happen to pick our only She-Ra cosplay.
You know, there were 2 that stood out. You know.
But-
Tell me about this. Tell me about making this one.
I also wore that one in the same panel, except I was filming it. I wasn't in it, so I just dressed up to attend. And I put mine together in like an hour. So,
Gotcha.
like I said, Dollar General version.
Yeah, that works. That works. Okay, so tell me about you guys getting into positivity in cosplay, like mental health and all that. Tell me about why is it important to you?
Well, we do a lot of kids characters, so a lot of our following is relatively young, mostly like high schoolers and young adults. And I guess once we started cosplaying a lot and like getting a bit of a following, I wanted to do something with it.
Yeah.
And I remember what it was like to be a teenager. And
Yeah.
for one, like I could not cosplay back then because that would have been so nerdy and I would have been made fun of. And I did not have the confidence back then to stand up to bullies and to do that stuff. So we wanted to like inspire other teenagers and young adults to do things that we were too scared to at
That's
that age.
awesome. Yeah. Yeah, isn't it funny? Like, I mean, like dressing up as like, yeah, exactly. I mean, I know what you mean. It's like one of those things. It's like when you're that age, it's like you're trying to be an adult or something. Like, and you think you have to or something, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, I can't dress up or have fun, even if you like it. You know what I mean? It's the same
Yeah.
thing with this, playing pretend and walking around the park pretending like I'm, looking for orange juice.
You did great. I'm proud of you.
Thank you very much.
Right?
I mean, that's awesome.
I remember being like made fun of all the time when I was in high school for watching things, like Avatar: Last Airbender, like Teen Titans, all of those amazing TV shows.
Yeah.
And I couldn't even talk about it in school. I would just be like, I'd go home after school and be like eating food, like binging Avatar alone in my room.
Yeah.
Would
But,
you stay up
like-
until like really late so that nobody knew you were watching it? Because
Yeah,
I watched like the 2 a.m. ones.
I would like lock myself in a room just like binging like my favorite cartoons because everybody got made fun of for
Yeah.
it. And then, when you grow up and you're an adult, you're just like, now I can dress up as them
Yeah.
and do whatever I
Also
want.
growing up to find out that everybody else was secretly doing it. Like I grew up to find out all my friends also were playing RuneScape, and I'm
Yeah.
like they all also had fake names.
Yeah. Can you
They
tell
all
me
have
about when that
RPGs.
flips? Like when you felt that flip?
For me, it was when I went to college. It was like
Yeah.
my freshman year, because I went to an art school, and so like
Everyone was dumb. Everyone was
yeah,
crazy.
yeah, we're all like the same. Yeah, we're all just nerds.
Yeah,
and
we're
then,
all nerds.
Yeah, and it was so great because like I was just chilling in my dorm, and then everybody was like in the little common area playing video games like Super Smash and talking about like, oh yeah, like Avatar is so great, or like like this show is so great, and just talking about cartoons and just like bonding on that. And I'm like, y'all do that? I was like, this is a safe space. I can talk about my favorite fandoms, and it was so great. Like it's just
Yeah,
you
probably
find
would.
that group when you're older.
Especially once you start cosplaying, going to conventions, and
Yeah.
realizing like there's
Oh, yeah.
so much that we all have in common. But everybody's so different. But we have this one common denominator that like brings us all together.
That's beautiful.
There's a whole
You guys got
world.
a busy month coming up, right? You guys are doing all sorts of stuff. Is that right?
I love coffee.
Coffee
Coffee
is good.
is
I saw
great.
you guys both had coffees when
We
you
both
came in.
had large coffees.
And it's
We're
like
tired.
10 o'clock. Yeah. Yeah.
That was like our third or fourth coffee of the day.
Wow.
Yes.
That's good. Keeps it going. So what do you got? What sort of you guys going to some cons and stuff this month?
Next weekend.
Next
Yeah.
weekend.
Is one.
What you want to throw any out there? Any big ones coming up that you're excited for?
Well, next weekend we're going to Queen City Anime Con, and
Nice.
that's in North Carolina.
Yeah.
And then, what is it, like 2 weeks later, we're going to Dragon Con back in Atlanta. And then,
I don't think we have anything again until Empire.
Which is in November. It's like a Steven Universe con.
Oh, awesome.
So,
yeah.
yeah.
But we were talking about that, yeah.
Yeah, that one's gonna be super fun. We're excited, and we're doing some shows.
I think at all of these cons, not Dragon Con.
no, Dragon Con's just for fun.
Just for fun.
Dragon Con's
We
for
get to
fun.
have fun.
It's
Fun
gonna be
is
great.
good.
No, you get to have fun. I have to work the whole time.
I get to have fun.
She gets to have fun. I get to work the whole time.
Before we get out of there, can you guys tell me about this guy? Is this your
my
your
son.
little cat here?
That is our cat. Well, that's
Yeah.
her cat. It just
That's my son.
comes into my room and
Uh-huh.
hides under my bed.
What's the
My
cat's name?
stepson.
That's your stepson.
What's the stepson's
I don't
name?
even know its name.
You don't have to know its name to love it. I think,
Well,
I
it
think
has
we all agree.
nicknames.
His name's Grits.
You know what?
Grits.
I like it. It's a good name. Court Carmody and Mossy, thank you so much for coming by the Late Bit Show.
Thank you.
That is the end of our first episode of Late Bit. Thanks again to my guest. Oh, hey!
No.
Oh, not yet.